Vladimir Putin issuing a worrying statement this week as tensions continue to fester between the U.S. and Russia, saying, quote, "In the event of a third world war, there will be no winners, including America." Now, this comes as Russia escalates their military offensive in Ukraine. The president of Belarus, meanwhile, has confirmed that his country received tactical nuclear weapons from Russia. So how concerned should we be, especially as Putin reportedly tells the West to go to hell at the same time?
Flee out to the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. Will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been the golden cup in the Lord's hand, and made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, be she will be healed. We will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go, every one, into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. The Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medes, for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, Surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. Prepare against other nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight, they have remained in their holes, their might hath failed. They became as women, they have burned her dwelling places, her bars are broken. One post shall run to meet another, and one messenger to meet another, to show the king of Babylon that his city is taken at one end, and that the passages are stopped, and the reeds they have burned with fire, and the men of war are affrighted. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of the harvest shall come. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And wild beasts of the islands shall cry at their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
So how concerned should we be, especially as Putin reportedly tells the West to go to hell at the same time?
Alright, shalom to elective Israel, to the hopeful elected Israel, you Hebrew Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone led me to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elected to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when us be able to find those who fear in the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, it is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 42. Throughout everybody coming on the comment board, shalom to the Aquath, Yahawah, Ahtham. Shalom love, shalom to everybody coming on the comment board, all the believers of Yahawah. Lord willing, we'll be able to exalt the name of Yahawah yet another day till we get done with this lesson, as always. So I want to go into some things the Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with. A couple articles and some various end time topics on some other articles, but the title is "There is Great Danger in America, Babylon the Great," of course. India is a rising power. It is time to end U.S. aid, and various end time topics. So Lord willing, is edifying to the flock. Go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to start right here first. It says there is something dangerous happening in America, Babylon the Great. Biden to warn of threats to democracy in Arizona speech. Now, a couple videos ago, a couple lessons ago, I did a lesson about Biden was trying to promote the whole "Make America Great Again." Okay, he was trying to promote this "Make America Great" economy stimulus like profile package thing that's supposed to be over so amount of time, right? Well, look what he's saying right here. This is to show you that these people, these government officials, they're all controlled by the elites, and they're gonna say what they tell them to say. But and so when Biden does stuff like this, it's showing you they're trying to stir up strife and anger, and trying to stir up the American people to make a decision. Who are you gonna, these America Babylon Gradients, a decision, these Edomites, they're trying to make them, you're gonna pick a side, because we're just finna be a civil war. Okay? So we're gonna read a little bit about this. It says, what you need to know. President Joe Biden on Thursday will deliver a speech in Arizona, which is what is today, will deliver a speech in Arizona about the state of democracy, cementing, it as a central focus of both his presidency and his 2024 re-election campaign. The speech will be his fourth on the topic, dating back to the first anniversary on January 6, 2021, right at the U.S. Capitol, where a mob of supporters of former President Donald Trump formed the halls of Congress to disrupt the certification of his electoral win in the 2020 election. As Biden ramps up Democratic re-election campaign, his core focus on democracy is increasingly intertwined with the political dynamics that are confronting him. The likeliest 2024 opponent, Trump, continues to spread falsehoods about the results of the 2020 election. He lost to Biden and is battling unprecedented criminal charges stemming in part from those lies, right? Biden will make out the case that there is something dangerous happening in America, calling the Make America Great Again faction of the Republican Party, short for Make America Great Again, Trump's now infamous slogan, an extremist movement that does not share basic beliefs of our democracy. But just the last week, he was talking about he had a Make America Great Again so-called budget for the U.S. Okay, so this is showing you that there's nothing that we can do concerning these people, man. These people are not going to bring no hope. They're bring here to confuse the people, man. That's what they're bring here for. They're bring to confuse the people. 1 week he talking about he want to make America make America great again with this budget, and now he's saying that it's against democracy. So which one is it, right? It's just the elite stirring up, these people to make a decision on what side you're going to be on, and really either what side you pick on, whichever greater evils you pick, it's still danger coming to America, Babylon the Great. It's going to be all types of pandemonium. Okay, and it's going to be the one house against another. It's going to be great division. So first we're going to go here. We're going to put in some precepts about this. But first, I want to go and touch it on this. A lot of brothers been touching it on this. I've done stuff on it, but this is a good article, so I want to read it. Kendra Horn, government shutdowns are not a game, and they need to stop. So we see right now that they're this is of course a so-called opinion, but we're going to explain. She's going to explain and break down what's going to happen in a government shutdown. And show how many we've had since 1980. So this is showing that you have these shutdowns, and when we had those shutdowns, the rest of the nations were still dealing with America, Babylon the Great. But now, as we see, is India and other nations, they're like, we don't need your aid. We good. We don't want your shit. It's different this time. Okay, so let's read this. Once again, we are teetering on the edge of a costly, dangerous, and unnecessary government shutdown, but it is necessary. It's necessary for the fall of America, Babylon the Great. It's got to happen. Driven by a handful of people on the fringes, okay, who would rather burn it all down than to do the hard work of governing. That's what and it said in Revelation 17, the Lord said he put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. Burn this motherfucker to the ground. And they got their own people in here doing it. He said his own counsel shall cast him down. So this is literally the precepts. Instead of solving problems, they point fingers, and we all pay the price. See, all America, Babylon Great gonna pay the price for who? The elite, the elect, or not the elect, but the elite. Okay, the elite governing body, okay, of America, Babylon the Great, which we know is the Rothschilds, the first descendants of Esau, the major banking and companies, the ones who call themselves Israelites in the land of Israel, the land of Palestine right now, right? So everybody's going to pay the price for them doing this, and this is what the Lord made them want to do. Since 1980, there have been 14 federal government shutdowns. While some may think it's think of this as a political game, it's not. The real world consequences are significant and far-reaching. Shutdowns hurt working families, threaten public safety, harm our economy, and put us all at risk. It's time for Congress to end this brinkmanship, do their job, and stop using us as a political football. But it's not going to stop. They want this to go down. So it says if Congress doesn't fund the government by midnight, September 30th, 2 days, that means more than 850,000 federal employees will be furloughed, and hundreds of thousands more will be forced to work without pay until the shutdown ends. This includes military, right? What do you say? Military, air traffic controls, food safety inspectors, and more. The estimated impact of even a week-long shutdown exceeds $1 billion. And this shutdown can go on for months, man. And we already $33 million and $33 trillion in debt, Salakia. So this is just showing, like, man, these devils, man. Hey, man, they letting you know this shit is the end. Okay, this is it for this place. Now I want to pull up some precepts. Let's go ahead and get to it. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16. And this is why we're not supposed to be doing this against our people, right? So it says, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither thou shalt stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord Yahawah Yahawashi. So we don't go around telling our brothers our brother's secrets, but America is telling their own secrets. Okay, this is how we know that they're going against the Lord. They're telling their own secrets. They're letting people know what's finna happen. They going against their own people, man. They gonna have it where their own government officials working with no money. Like, think you go to work and you work a week and you go home and you don't get paid. Like, that's it's saying if you take a job, if you take away a man's living, basically you shed blood. You're a bloodshedder. Okay, that's what the Elder Manata Zabak was talking about in his video about. They were talking about somebody trying to report one of the brothers at their job that they was an Israelite, and of course the Lord protect them because they pleased the Lord and they made those enemies be at peace with them. They can't touch us, man. They can move us around and give us a little strife, but they really can't mess with us until Jacob's trouble come down, if the Lord allows it. So we good. All we got to do is make sure we pleasing the Lord. Hey, he going to take care of the rest of that. Don't worry about nothing. They can slander. They can make shit hard for us a little bit, but that's it. That's it. Just like I did in that one video, they shooting shots, but they bricking. You're not going to keep us from serving Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We're going to do this every day. Shoot. I don't care, okay? Whatever situation I'm in, I'm going to find a way to serve you. How about Shem Yahawashi? Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3, it reads, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. So we're seeing this evil coming before it comes, but the rest of America, Babylon the Great, and 2/3 of our people are not seeing the evil. They're not seeing it. Okay? They still going out living in the world. And hideth himself. How do we hide ourselves? Under the shadow of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the Almighty. We're hiding ourselves under this umbrella, this truth that we received from the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and continuing in it. But the simple pass on and are punished. So when they walk past camp, they do whatever, or they see a video like, oh, that was a cool little story, and they don't take it to the seriousness, then, they get punished. The Lord put them to death, man. And that's what's coming. So we glad to be here to understand that. So we can stay out of the way of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Because it's going to be great mass destruction coming here. Let's read this from the brother. Shalom, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Barakatah. This is Ahab Amath, hopes to be of the number Ba. Ecclesiasticus 34, verse 22. He that taketh away his neighbor's lying slayeth him. And he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder. That's what I was talking about earlier. The water for that. Yeah. And that's what they doing. They literally said, you going to work and we is not going to pay your ass. What is that? That's slavery, man. Straight slavery. They enslaving their own damn people. You going to work for the government. You going to be loyal to us, but you ain't going to get paid. That's what they telling them. Like, these some demons, man. Tobit chapter 4, verse 5. My son, be mindful of the Lord, our power, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, all thy days. Right? Not 3 days a week. Every day. Be mindful. How do we be mindful? Doing the work. There's so many scriptures in there to see logically. We need to be doing this work every day, or praying to the Lord every day, or reaching out to other brothers. Maybe you do something for a brother. That's still reaching out to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So you might not do a video a day. That don't mean that you're not serving the Lord, but serving the Lord in everything you do. Be mindful of what you're doing. Watch what you're doing, and let not thy will be set to sin. See, 2/3 are set to sin, or transgress his commandments. See, so we not gonna have a set time where, like, that's how Jake is. They're like, man, I'm finna get off. I'm finna go to the club. I'm finna try to sleep with somebody's girlfriend, somebody's wife. That's how they is. They have a mindset of being set to try to do some sin. Okay, we don't want to be in that kind of mode, man. Or to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly all thy life long, all every day, to the best of your abilities, and follow not the ways of unrighteousness. And that's our total goal. That's the main battle. Okay. 2 Thessalonians, and that'll keep you from this danger that's coming. Okay, because this is going to affect a lot of Jake. When this government shutdown happened this time, it's going to affect a lot of Jake, because you got other parts of the nations that were helping America, Babylon the Great, and they're not helping them no more. Okay, talking about India. Okay, they're not helping. So, they're not helping. The Arabians aren't helping no more. They're not helping no more, and they don't want no aid from them no more. This is a big deal. So 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 3, the Lord is faithful. Who shall establish you? Right? He's going to establish us. We can't establish our own. So that's how we know this is from him. And keep you from evil by doing what? What we said in the last scripture in Tobit chapter 4, verse 5. Not being involved in unrighteousness. That's what keeps us from, that's what establishes us from facing this evil, keeping us from evil. This is him doing it right now. This highway is this truth, man. He's making us a way out of this place. Okay, but it doesn't look like that to the rest of the world because their brain don't work. Psalms chapter 91, verse 1, he that dwelleth in the secret place, this truth of the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, and that starts with the elders and apostles' great millstone. Okay, verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my forces. Right? Not the government, because these people who trusted in the government, what? They ain't got no money no more. Okay? They got 3 days and they ain't getting paid. Their bills gonna keep coming in. You see? And they gonna panic. So my power, in him will I trust. In him. We trust in Yahawashi. We don't trust in this nation, man. It's gonna fall. Psalms chapter 46, verse 1, and then we're gonna move on. It reads to the chief musicians of the sons of Korah, a son of Alamoth. The Most High is our refuge and strength, and very present help, a very present help in trouble. So when we're in trouble, we're going to expect Yahawashi to come and give us that help. Okay, and he told us in various scriptures that he was going to send us help. He said he would send Michael the archangel. He said he was send different protections for us. Okay, and we're going to trust in that. Okay, even if it's at the last moment, we're going to have that faith that he's going to pull up. He's going to pull up right on time. And it's all just to test our faith. We know what he said. All we got to do is wait. That's it. He's doing this to show his strength to these heathen nations and to show his power known to us. We ain't got to worry about nothing. He's going to jack shit up and he's going to protect us. Lord willing, if we have that number, And if some of us brothers, of course, we have to face death on this side, but we're glad to, because this is a labor of love. We're willing to put ourselves in harm's way for Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and Israel, period. That's what we were born to do. Just like you would protect your own children. We're here to do whatever we can to bring honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, even if it means our own death, period. So India is a rising power. It's time to end U.S. aid. Okay? So it says earlier this month, Prime Minister Narendra Modi hoisted the Group of 20 summit highlighting India's emerging role as a key geopolitical actor on the world stage. And they're part of the BRICS. So all of they're thinking this way. Who else is thinking like that? Russia, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, all of them. They're all having this mindset. We don't need no more help from their ass. Okay? On the margins of the G20 in New Delhi, Modi, President Biden met to reinforce the U.S.-India relationship at a time of instability in the South China and Ukraine. Interestingly, this was the second meeting between the two leaders in less than 3 months. Despite the high language of official communiques, I think that's how you say that's lucky if I said that wrong, from Washington and New Delhi, there is an unstated reality between the two nations. The U.S. still provides foreign assistance to India. In fact, the latest full fiscal year 2022, the U.S. distributed nearly $250 million in aid to India. This aid is unnecessary and patronizing. So what they're trying to do is they still trying to buy these other nations. But what did it say? It said that the Madis they wouldn't care about the gold or silver. And it's like this. Let's say you go over to somebody, you say, all right, I'm gonna aid you. I'm gonna give you $250 million. That don't mean they gotta look out for you. That don't mean nothing. And it's like people be like, you help them out, you like expect them to help. Like they could use that against your demise. Okay? Just like it said in Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. They're going to use this against their demise, man. So Mahdi feted the G20 leaders knowing that India is on the track to become the world's third largest economy by 2027. Okay? Could be sooner. With the third largest stock market by 2030. This is all projections if everything goes right. But when does everything ever go the way of these heathens? Especially when they get the curses put on them. Never. It's not going to go right. Okay, they already got a strike over there. They got the strike over there with the union that's costing them $1 billion. And they got the government shut coming down. That's more money. Okay, they ain't putting all this stuff into play, man. You gotta think. You gotta have that spiritual insight to see that they're trying to make it seem like it's not that bad. So India also has access to capital with more billionaires than any other nations except the U.S. and China. An increasingly influential power broker, India resources its military with the world's fourth largest defense budget. So if they got the fourth largest defense budget and they come under Russia, and everybody come under Russia, what you think gonna happen to America, Babylon the Great, man? Further, the Modi government made history in August as the first country to land an unmanned vehicle near the south pole of the moon. Okay. India then immediately launched the first spacecraft dedicated to study the sun. Finally, India itself is a donor nation, having established the Indian Agency for Partnership and Development as a part of Ministry and External Affairs to channel its $2.3 billion in foreign aid to countries in Asia and Africa, which are both part of BRICS. They are building each other up for this war. Given this economic strength, Main Street Americans will find it increasingly hard to justify their tax dollars going to India. So they giving their stuff to India, and India like, shoot, we just gonna give it to the BRICS. See, like they going against this place, man. They don't, man. Hey, it's finna get real, okay? It's finna get live. So we finna go over here. We finna do Isaiah, okay? And this is concerning the Arabians. But this can apply to India, this can apply to Russia, this can apply to all of them, because that's what they're doing right now. They're not seeking aid over here no more. They're helping each other, and they're taking whatever money America, Babylon the Great try to bribe them with, and they go strengthen their stuff. Like it said in Joel chapter 3, verse 10. Beat thy plowshares into swords. That's what they doing with it. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited. It shall never be inhabited. Was talking about America, Babylon the Great. Neither shall it be dwelt from generation to generation. It's going to be a wasteland. Just like we seen in that video when you first watch it. It shows everything being desolate. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Ain't nobody gonna be over here, man. It's gonna be laid desolate. And we keep telling Jake ass, and he like, well, you sure it's gonna happen? All right. Hosea. Keep telling Jake ass, are you sure it's not gonna happen for 100 years? Well, we're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. We already know. Hosea chapter 13, verse 6. According to their pasture, so were they filled. They were filled, and their heart was exalted. Therefore have they forgotten me. So these people have all this money, and you got Jake 2/3. They comfortable here, and they don't even really got a lot of money, but they think they got a little bit of bread. They got a little crib, a little picket fence. They got all their little perks they want. So they forgot Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. This is why the Lord keeps us lowly. Okay, this is why the Lord keeps us in a position where we're not too well off. Okay, and if you do get to a position where you're well off, hey, just give a bunch to the brotherhood and take your ass back to that lowly state. Keep yourself around Yahawah Yahawashi, and he's in the wilderness, man. He ain't up there with them rich. Okay, it said it was harder. It was harder for a needle to go through a camel to go through the needle eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter in the kingdom of heaven. It's not impossible, but we don't want those odds. We want to stay down here where we know he's at. James chapter 1 verse 9, let the brother of low degree, right, working in the slums, rejoice when he is exalted, right? And how we be exalted? We're being exalted by exalting the name of Yahawah Yahawashi. We gotta know that he gotta get exalted first. He got to come first, and then we can get exalted later. We ain't worried about us being exalted. Okay, we just glad enough that he getting us the hell out of here. Verse 10, but the rich in that he is made low. Okay, because the flower of the grass, as the flower of the grass, he shall pass away. See, they gonna wither away, man. They not gonna last. They grass look green, but really it's not, man. It's gonna end. Okay, but the ones who are at low degree, they're the ones who are gonna get that green grass, that paradise, man. We're gonna get everlasting life, man. These people right now, they heart is lifted up high. We don't need no help. We good. We got everything. We finna take over the world. But what did it say that Russia said? They said they ain't gonna be no winners in World War III. Ain't nobody gonna win. All them gonna lose. Cause they know Yahawashi coming, man. They know he it's over for these motherfuckers, man. They coming. It's over for these motherfuckers. So we're gonna get over here to going back into this again. Biden admin not protecting U.S. from a known danger. And I was listening to one of the young elders, GMS Amawan Gabar, Awakening 144, right? And he was talking about, he showed this video that he got on his Odyssey channel, and it was this dude talking about how they got certain people that they bringing in through these migrants and stuff. They got they're like UN soldiers, okay? Because they know that America, Babylon, and Grace not going to attack their own people, so they're going to use these guys to do it, okay? And they're not going to spare, okay? They've been waiting to get at this place, okay? They're not going to care because they're like, this are our people. We don't give a shit, okay? So we'll just read a little bit of it. But it said, with the number of migrant encounters surging along the southern border, one policy expert warned we may soon face war with China on U.S. soil. What is that? World War III, man. We have no idea what number of Chinese males who come across and are not apprehended. So clearly we have a sabotage problem. Galstone Institute senior fellow Gordon Chang said on Mornings with Maria Monday, we're going to have to worry about attacks on our military bases, on our shopping centers, on our reservoirs, he continued. We seen that the Cuba-U.S. industry, there's a article talking about the Cuba-U.S. industry. Somebody threw a couple Molotovs at it. They tried to say it wasn't terrorist, but what is that? If somebody throw a Molotov at your doggone house, you gonna say it wasn't terrorist? Was it just Billy Bob down the street mad because you owed him $5? No. Okay, but whatever. So it says, just across the board, we are going to fight. We're going to be a fighting war in Asia on American soil. So that'll be the first time since 1812 that we will have to do so. They're talking about this stuff in articles. Customs and Border Protection. This is what the prophets have been saying for 40 years. So Customs and Border Protection announced Friday that minor encounters soared past 200,000 in August, hitting a new high for the calendar year, marking the highest August on record. Okay, that was last month. Last Wednesday, the House Committee Homeland Security Chairman Rep. Mark Green, R10, told Jose Maria Bartiromo that CBP has apprehended 18,000 Chinese nationalists along the southern border. See? They coming off in this hole, and they not catching all of them. You know? You can't arrest everybody. Like, some of them gonna slip through, okay? And I'm telling you, man, look at Biden looking like, shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm 99 years old. I don't know nothing but my whole name anyways. I'm just trying to go to the house. He don't care, man. This is part of their plan to scare people into taking in this seat hit. Okay, so, and we know the Lord has control of them. They got them doing this shit. They want a new world order. They want chaos. Okay? Just like Elder Yahawah was showing, he was showing a video about the World Economic Forum. They said that they're going to have basically control of the world by 2030. Okay, and then you have other people like the UN. That one lady, she was talking about how she wanted to enforce the CBDCs by 2030. Okay, this is all a plan that they're trying to do. Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 7. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall devour thy brightness. This is what we see. This is what we see. We're going to go a little bit over to Ezekiel. We're going to read a little bit of Ezekiel chapter 32, and we're going to start at 1. We're going to read down a little bit. We're going to get into this real quick. Some of the prophecies that Ezekiel had. And it came to pass in the 12th year, and in the 12th month of the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation for Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Who's that? Esau, Edom, so-called white man today. And say unto him, Thou art like a young lion of the nations, and thou art as a whale in the seas. And thou camest forth with thy rivers, and troublest the waters with thy feet, and foulest their rivers. Thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, I will therefore spread out my net over thee, a trap, with a company of many people, and they shall bring thee up in my net. Right? That's what's happening. Then I will leave thee upon the land, I will cast thee forth upon the open field, and will cause all the fowls of heaven to remain upon thee, and I will cause the beasts of the whole, and I will fill the beasts of the whole earth with thee. There's just an article showing that a lady got eaten by an alligator right in their damn yard, okay, in Florida. And I will lay thy flesh upon the mountains, and fill the valleys with thy height. I will also water with thy blood the land wherein thou swimmest, even to the mountains, talking about the nations, and the rivers shall be full of thee. There's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. And then and when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven and make the stars thereof dark, and I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. And really that cloud is like, it's going to be covered with that chariot when it comes down to the end of it. That great big chariot, that father shit, is going to cover everything. Everything's going to be covered. Everybody's going to see Yahawashi coming back. All the bright lights of heaven will I make dark over thee, and set darkness upon thy land, saith the Lord Yahawashi. I will also vex the hearts of many people. It said people shall wax worse and worse, and they are, when I shall bring thy destruction among the nations, into the countries which thou hast not known. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, verse 10, and their kings shall be horribly afraid for thee. And I will brandish my sword before them, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life, and the day of thy fall. For thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, the sword of the king of Babylon shall come upon thee. By the swords of the mighty will I cause the multitude to fall, the terrible of the nations, all of them, and they shall spoil the pomp of Egypt, and all the multitude thereof shall be destroyed. All of them are going to get destroyed. And I will destroy also the beast thereof from the side of the great waters. There shall fall the foot of man, neither shall the foot of man trouble them any more, nor the hoofs of the beast trouble them. Okay, and we know all this stuff happened to Israel at the time. We got destroyed and whatnot, but this is really talking about now today. This is talking about them. Then I will make their waters deep, and cause their river to run like oil, saith the Lord Yahawashi. Verse 15, then I will make the land of Egypt desolate, and the country shall be destitute of that whereof it was full, when I shall smite all of them that dwell therein, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahawashi. So we know that the Lord is going to jack this up. He's going to jack up this whole place. And we know that we fell by Egypt, but now it's just the new Egypt. Okay, this is Revelation. When you look at Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So we know that this place is what it's talking about this time. Okay, this is modern day spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So we're going to read this. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 14. The Lord of hosts hath sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men, as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening on all sides of America, Babylon the Great. Okay, the terrible nations is coming. We out here shouting against them, and the spirit saying they're going to fall down. They're getting attacked at all sides, man, and they're going to get knocked down. Okay, so we're going to go over here. I only got a little bit more left, and then I got to get out of here. I got to go to the plantation. So, I don't got to read too much of this, but this is kind of tying into that last article, and we're going to put some precepts to it. So several killed in twin shootings in Netherlands, Rotterdam, what we know so far, right? So they saying that, some people got killed. Dutch police said gunmen opened fire in the classroom in the university hospital campus in Rotterdam in a nearby house on Thursday, causing multiple deaths. That happened earlier today. So we're going to put in some precepts, show that the Lord is in control of that. Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, verse 28. And it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. Why? Because they're worshiping false idols. They're in this world and they don't want to return to Yahawashi. There's spirits there be spirits that are created for vengeance, in which their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, which is coming up real soon, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And that's what they're doing. That's what he's doing. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28. And it reads, hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power of the Lord Yahawashi, the creators of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. So you got people who try to search out Yahawashi, and they don't have no understanding of what his will is. Just like these people right here. Right? So we're going to read a little bit of this and we're going to go into some more precepts. The religious violence, a betrayal of the Most High and true faith. But they don't know the Most High. They don't know Yahawashi. They think they do. We're going to read a little bit what happened over there. The recent attack on a Prathana Bhawan, Salaki if I said that wrong, church in New Delhi, paints a somber picture of the challenges that Christian faithful face in India. See, so it's a false doctrine because it said the Lord has built the temple made without hands. So that's why the Lord is jacking this stuff up with the vessels of vengeance. A predominantly Hindu country, but more worryingly, it is a stark reminder of a shameful phenomenon of religious violence that has marred human history and continues to plague our world today because they're false gods. So the Lord is doing it. So we're going to just get into this a little bit and we're going to read some more precepts. It says, parishioners had gathered on for Sunday prayers when they were attacked by a Hindu mob of at least 30 people wielding weapons. Man, that's a lot of vessels of vengeance, okay? 30 people ran off up in there. During the assault, several parishioners, including children, were severely injured. That's what the Lord say in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4 on down. He said he gonna kill utterly old women, men, children. He don't care. Okay, you want to worship this stuff, the Lord will take you out. Religious violence is a global issue. It extends beyond the incident in the Prathana Bhawan Church in Nigeria. Religious conflict between Christians and Muslims have led more than 75,000 deaths since 2009. So it's been a lot of people getting taken out for worshiping false idols, man. Worshiping false gods. Now we're going to go do a couple more precepts and we're going to deal with one more thing, then we're going to get up out of here. So this is Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. And it reads, he showeth his word unto Jacob, right? We're the only ones who have the understanding of the Lord. His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. See? Nobody else don't know. Them Hindu churches don't know nothing about the Lord. Verse 20, he have not dealt so with any nation. See? Nobody else got it. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Yahawashi. So this is how we know they don't know nothing about judgment. That's why they like, oh, it's such a horrible thing that all these people getting killed on these false religions. But we understand what it is. We understand this is justice from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So this is Isaiah chapter 12, verse 5. That's why we don't feel sorry for these people, man. They deserve it. So Isaiah chapter 12, verse 5, sing unto the Lord, Yahawashi, for he have done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. And how is it known through all the earth? Because Jacob is scattered across the four corners of the earth. It's only known because of us. Okay? Starting with the elders and apostles of the great millstone. These people don't understand the Lord. They don't know the Lord. Okay? It's not known in all the earth because of them. It's known in all the earth because of us. They're just witnessing it, but they don't understand. Just like it said in Daniel chapter 12, verse 10, the wicked shall not understand and will still do wickedly. They still gonna keep going to the damn harlot house. They're gonna keep going to the church, eating jelly donuts and worshiping whatever God that they thought was gonna save their ass until a mob of 30 people come in and start slashing everybody. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will make my words known unto you. And who's that? Jacob. Just like it said in Psalms 147. It's going to come to Jacob, not nobody else. And that's how we know this is why they getting jacked up, man. This is why this so-called religious violence is happening, because they are enemies of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So I got one more, and I don't really got to read into it, but it's showing that this place is falling. Banks, it says U.S. banks closed 3,000 branches last year. So that's last year. So we're going to get to that point to where we consider the whole matter, and we'll get to the point to where we see more getting closed. I just want to put in this precept, and we got it here. Isaiah chapter 7. Verse 23. Now I got to get out of there. I got to go to the plantation. Isaiah chapter 23, and chapter 7, verse 23. And it shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be where there were 1,000 vines and 1,000 silverlings, all this money and everything, right? All these resources. It shall even be for briars and thorns. So that's just, the last thing I want to put in there, showing that, this place is coming down, okay? And we're on the verge of a shutdown. More stuff's going to close. More things are going to happen. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the flock. Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone led me to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, this be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, it is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5 verse 42. Why above above the water for tuning in. Yahawah Shemal Shabakatham. Lord willing, be able to exalt the name of Yahawah Shemal Shah yet another day. We're going to get on up out of here, and we're going to deal with something else. Lord willing, coming soon. Shalom. Kwam Yasharala.